Welcome to Python video series. In this video tutorial, we'll talk about numeric data type in Python. Numeric data type in Python basically divided into three categories. First int or integer, then float, and finally we have a complex number. Yeah. So let's start with integer or int. Int is a whole number that can be either positive or negative without decimal, and it has unlimited length, right? If you are coming from the other background like C++, Java, you might be aware a length of this data type is fixed in this programming language, but it's not like in Python 3, right? So let's try to understand through an example. So let's start with the first data type within the numeric, that is int, right? So here, as you know, when you create a variable, any kind of variable, let's talk about the here numeric type. So variable of numeric types are created when you assign a value to any variable. Let's say I'm going to assign a value a equals to 10 and b equals to, let's say, 20, something like that, and let's say c equals to a big number, right? Something like this, which is not possible in Java or C++. And here you can see I am able to assign. So here when you talk about Python in Python everything is an object, right? So here I have created three variables, means I have created three objects. If these are objects, then we can check the type of these objects as well, right? And that's what we have. Function is called type. Using type function you can check the type of these object, right? So let's see how we can use type. So simply you have to write type and you have to pass the variable. So in this case a I am going to pass, and here you can see type or class of this variable is nothing but the int. So int is a basically class in Python 3, right, or Python. Similarly we can check type of let's say what's the type of b. So it is again int, and type of sorry, I type type of b also you can check. Alright, so here a b c all belongs to the type is called int. Int is a class in Python 3. Right, so I hope you understood how basically int data type works in Python. Now let's move ahead. Now let's talk about the float. So float or floating point number is a number that can be either positive or negative, right? And containing one or more decimal. But before moving ahead, let's see how we can assign a negative value to integer as well, right? So here also we can assign some negative value to integer, and if you check the type of this d, then it will tell you again int, right? So if you are dealing with the integer or int, means either positive or negative value, right? Now let's continue with the floating point number or float. So here I'm going to create some variable x is equal to, let's say, 12.34. It's a float, right? Similarly we can write y equals to let's say any floating point number you can assign. But here one thing you have to keep in mind when you deal with the floating point number, that float can also be scientific numbers, right? And scientific number can be basically represented with a symbol is called e raised to some power, right? Let's say I'm going to create a variable z, and here I can write 24 into 10 raised to 5. So 24, and you can write either e in capital or small, and 5. So 24 e5 means 24 into 10 raised to 5, right? And if you print the value of this number, let's say I'm going to print x, so whatever value we have assigned, that's got printed 12.34. Similarly you can print value of y and value of z as well, right? So z if you print, then here you can see expanded version of z, right? 24 into 10 raised to 5, and that's got printed, right? Similarly here let's say p equals to, I'm going to assign 2.56 e raised to let's say 6, right? And you can print the value of p. So here you can see expanded version of this value, 2.56 into 10 raised to 6, right? So when you talk about the floating point number, then you can use the scientific notation for that, right? Now next thing we'll talk about the complex number, right? So here complex number also we can create directly. So here let's say I'm going to create C1 equals to, I'm going to write, let's say 10 plus 20 20 sorry 20, yeah, 25, let's say j. So this is nothing but the this is complex number. If you print the value of C1, then it is printing as 10 plus 25j. So complex number are written with the j as the imaginary part, right? So here 10 is the real part and imaginary part is 25, all right? Now here it's not mean that always you have to write the real part. So we can create like a C2 equals to, let's say 10j. This is also complex number, right? So here also you can use the type function to check the type of either int, float, or complex, right? So earlier we had created few of floating point number. If I check type of x, then it will tell you float, right? Similarly, if you check the type of y and z, that will be float. Now again I'm going to check the type of let's say complex number like C1, then it will give you the, this is a complex type, right? So complex is again a complex and float is again a class in Python, right? So that's the way we can check the basically type of any variable in Python. Now next thing we are going to talk about you can convert basically one type into another type, right? So for that we have a method is called int, float, and complex. Let's say I can use int function over here, right? And some floating point I would like to convert into integer. Let's say x I would like to convert into integer. So int, and I will pass x, then floating point will be truncated. Here you can see output is 12. So floating point is truncated. If you pass this number, then floating point will be truncated and it will give you the output as 1 to 5, right? Similarly, if I would like to convert floating number to float number to integer, then again we have a function is called, function is called float, and here you need to pass, let's say I am going to pass 20 123, that's basically integer, and it is converted into the float. Of course you can pass some existing variable as well, right? You can pass existing variable. So let's say existing variable we had created some integer, right? So b is an integer. I'm going to pass b over here and it will convert into float. So here you can see 20.0 is the output, right? So either float to integer, integer to float, you can convert easily using this function. Let's talk about the complex number. So to convert a number into complex number, we have a function is called complex. Here either you can pass one or two number. Let's say I'm passing a, right? Sorry, a, let me check out a is 10, and if I press enter, and there here you can see 10 plus 0j. So here just we are passing the real part, so imaginary part is 0 along with j, right? Now complex can also take a two parameter, imaginary part as well as real part as well as imaginary part. Let's say I'm going to pass a comma b, and now you can see it is converted to 10 plus 20j because a is 10 and b is 20. So this is giving the output as 10 plus 20j. So that is also possible to convert from integer to complex, right? But one thing you have to keep in mind, you cannot convert complex number into another number type. These things you have to keep in mind. So guys, that's all I wanted to discuss in this video tutorial. I hope now you are very much clear about the int, float, and complex number in Python. So that's all, and thank you so much for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.